What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Kevo was in my room playing Fortnite, so I was like, you know what, man, let me come back in here and talk about some awesome sauce, get back up into the Gintama train, man. I didn't know the latest chapter came out yesterday. If not, I would have live reacted to this either this morning or last night, but I didn't know that the latest chapter came out. Whenever I looked up, I was like, yo, okay, 3 chapters will come out. I think that means the latest chapter came out. So, look at what I was listening to before I got on here. So, just a little bit of backstory for those of you who have been around for a long time. I just found on the computer a 42-second clip of the last bit of Beautiful Days, and I was like, man, why do I have this on here? And then I remember that somebody asked me what my favorite arc of all time was, and I just posted that clip. And it got me on this, like, whenever you listen to one Gintama song, it leads you to like an entire playlist to listen to Gintama music. And in the middle of me listening to this right here, the Disciple of Shoyo, I was like, you know what, man, it's too much. I have to. It's too much. I gotta go read this chapter, man. So right here we're on chapter 682 of the Gintama awesome sauce called The World's Enemy. And we have Sugi, man. It's like every time I read this, bro. See, this is why I take breaks from Gintama, man. Look at this panel. Look at this living panel, dog. Lend your strength, senior disciple. It won't repeat anymore. I won't let it repeat anymore. Just a little. I just need a little bit. Give me power so I can save our master. Give me power! There was no guarantee whether or not Oberon's remains still had the power of immortality left in them, or what effect they would have on my body. The Tendoshu and the group of soldiers that sought that blood were no longer there, but I felt no impatience nor hesitation. You see Sugi walk out, man. He's shirtless, hot skate status out here, son. Walking straight out into the sunlight, man. Like, yeah. Well, technically it's darkness out, but still, he's like, yeah. Look at Sugi, man. My senior disciple Obero Sensei's blood had allowed me to stand up there once again. I knew that what it had meant. Takatsugi, that body of yours has Obero's. As you can see, this body is a far cry from anything you could call immortal. Obero undeniably received immortal blood from Sensei, but that was only just enough to keep him alive when he was on the verge of death. The truth of the matter is, every time one crosses over the line of death, their blood loses power. And in the end, he was all dried out he was all dried out, and that body rotted away. I took in not his blood, but his bones. The fact that was enough to save my life was nothing short of a miracle. That was the kind of disgraceful act it was. I did nothing but temporarily postpone death. This body already cannot regenerate and is starting to weaken and rot away. Wow, man, Sugi, bro. I don't have all that much time left, but thanks to that time, I can be just a bit honest in doing what I really want to do. So Sugi's basically saying that, that's why he's distancing himself from his squad, because he knows that, he like I was talking about last time. I think I talked about this last time. I know I definitely fought it, but where he's keeping a distance so that he won't hurt them, because he cares about them so much and the rest of the members of the Keitai. And the fact that it's getting down to this, man, where it's a confirmation that he does not have much time left, but thanks to that time that he does have, he can now do what he really wants to do. Look at Kentoki's face. Just a serious panel, yo. The ones that took the Tendoshus took Utsuro's blood were nothing more than ordinary people. A group of people who lost everything in the war and lost all hope, who sought out Utsuro's blood in hopes of finding immortality. With that blood, they may be able to get back the things they lost. If they can manipulate life at their will, then maybe they can do everything over. Such delusions have driven this people to mania. They're now close to once again repeating mistakes that have been repeated for a long, long time. In order to stop them, I've been chasing them for these past 2 years, chasing Utsuro's blood that's been scattered all over the world, in order to root out every last element of Utsuro. You see Takatsugi out here, man, some Anakin Skywalker stuff with the hood, man. He's going around, he's taking out ships. But the seeds have already started to bud. They have begun to learn how to manipulate the blood. The bodies of the remnants of the Tendoshu were once destroyed by Utsuro's blood, but they found a way to control it. Along with restoring their bodies, they have used that blood as bait to take over Tenjinism in order to rapidly expand their power. They say that if you believe them and do what they say, they will grant you immortality. At this point, immortality is no longer something that belongs only to mutants. That forbidden door is now in a place that anyone can reach. You see all them bowing down here. And the last key for opening that door is the resurrected Utsuro, is it? Sura. By getting their hands on Utsuro, they intend to use his body to find a means of creating perfect immortality. And that heart you have is the cornerstone of that research. In order to establish perfect immortality, they require the perfect test subject. These past 2 years, you and I have been acting towards the same goal in different locations. What does saving Sensei mean? Making that wish come true, ending that existence? We've worried and hesitated, and in the end couldn't change anything. But that's the end of it. That's far more than enough. Sensei and you have already suffered plenty. You're damn right they have, man. If you want to save him, go ahead and do it. As we are now, we can do it. Sorachi, if I could just go back and reread from chapter 519 until now, just to see how many times that this sick individual, this sick gorilla, this gorilla who's just sick in the head, continues to post this 519 panel. Does he not know how much this hurts us, bro? Like, I understand that as a storyteller, you want to continue to post this panel, but by that, it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, it hurts. It hurts, man. It's like, even if the man came back to life, it still hurts. Gin had to do the deed. You know what I'm saying? The thing we could not save back then, let's now go save it. From that cursed fate, let's rescue Sensei. This time, whether it's Utsuro or it's Sensei, we'll decide what to do next once we get there. What's more important is that neither me or you have any time for hesitation. Where is it? Shoyo's body, where is it now? Where is this boat headed? Edo. Their next terrorism target is Edo. No. Explosions. What was that? There was an explosion in the direction of the cemetery entrance. Shijaku, run! Yo, so this is gonna lead Gin and Takatsugi over to Edo, which is where the squad is. Yo, they're reuniting. The reuniting of the Yonosuya. The tension is the reason they've been committing acts of terror to gather Altana from on all these different planets is because they need a vast amount of Altana to establish their technology for mortality. It wouldn't be surprising to me if they eventually set their sights on Earth. And above all, now that they have Utsuro's body, they're sure to want Earth's Altana. Excuse me, but I never thought I would be first on their list. Katsura, you were able to investigate that much? The reason I gained the lofty position of Prime Minister was in part so I could rebuild the collapsed country and lay the foundations for a new one. But it was also to get a grip on the key members of the government and to spread a net out to the edges of this country, so I could learn of and prepare for any actions involving Utsuro. I have my own way of holding on to my ideals, but maybe this is as far as the method will work. Shijaku, you should run in a different direction. If you get away from me, you may be able to escape the pursuers, and if I don't come back, I'm counting on you and Princess Soyo to take care of the new government. This country is still one that can't stand on its own without foreign countries propping it up, so please support her and the others for me. Yeah. Katsura, wait! Katsura! Do not worry. Nobu. Yo, the shout out to Nob, man. Having a prime minister's grave next to a shogun's grave doesn't sound too bad, but if it's next to the grave of a country, I doubt we'd sleep soundly. When I die, the country dies as well. Do you think I could succeed you shoguns without having that much resolve? Watch on from heaven the power of this country and its prime minister. Let's go, Tengen! That boy Sogo, Katsura! Sogo's always gonna find this man, bro. He's always gonna find him. Wait, who is that? Wait, then you're pinned all wrong. And wasn't heading my way? Is this how you do things? Oh, of course, classic Gintama. And here we have Shinpachi and Kagura going down the streets. Pat-san, what are you planning to do? He said Utsuro's alive, and they need Ginchan's help, so they want us to lend them a hand. But we have no idea where Ginchan is. We won't have to do much of anything on that front. If Utsuro's alive, then I'm sure Ginchan has been on the move to deal with it for some time now. That's straight up facts, man. Just straight up. I mean, honestly, he's been dealing with more of that problem than ever before. Period. I mean, just end of deal. That chapter 579 by itself proved that to us. No, actually, that's probably why he left Edo in the first place. To defeat Utsuro again? I don't know. But Gin-san may not have known either. That's why he went alone. Because if he tried to say because if he tried to save the person that once nearly destroyed the world, he might turn the world into his enemy. If it were me, what would I do? Someone important to me. If someone important to me made the whole world their enemy. You guys hear that thunder? It's like the heavens realize I'm reading Gintama, bro. It's like light, thunder, and lightning's coming down, yeah. Could I still fight to protect the world? Could I make the world my enemy and keep believing? I don't know. There's one thing I'm sure of. I'd still want to see them. And they're here. With the straw hat in hand, they've got Sugi and Gin back in Edo. Back to the place where we began. Let's go. Next chapter. Watch out for Hamichin. Edo? Yes. Flippin' Henpeita and Matako. Yes, that is the destination of that ship which Shinsuke Dono was making use of. Naraku most likely disappeared chasing after it. We must hurry as well. What are we gonna do if we catch up to him? Senpai! All this time I've intended to chase after Shinsuke-sama, no matter what it is he's trying to do. But seeing that face, seeing Shinsuke-sama's face like that, I feel like I don't know what I should do anymore. Man, it's like she realizes, like, just seeing his face, seeing him smile like that. You don't know if you want to take that away. But to be honest with you, man, if it's me, giving advice to Otako, man, we know how much they mean to Takatsuki, man. Like, I don't care what Sugi says, man. He's always gonna need your support, yo. He's always gonna need your support, man. I don't care what he may say deep down inside. We know how much they mean to him. And I would say just go and support him. Looks like the escort task went off without a hitch. Guess it's time that we headed back. So those two are apparently being chased by both the government and a group of weirdos. You think we might have made ourselves accomplices to some kind of wrongdoings, do you, boss? Takatsuki Shinsuke. While he was known as a hero long ago, he caused a lot of trouble in the world for a period. When he approached me, I was honestly unsure. But seeing those straightforward eyes of his, I felt like I wouldn't mind much, even if I was being tricked. Most of all, when I saw the faces of those two, I stopped caring at all about all that. Look at him, bro. Hold on, man. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. If I was... See, whenever you see a panel like this, man, you want to make it the thumbnail, but... Like, I know so many anime-onlys, man, and I do not want to spoil this experience. This experience of this epilogue for anybody. Like, I really, really don't, man. I can't wait for people who are anime-only to reach this portion of the story. Just to get their thoughts on it, because I feel like anime-onlys tend to have different, just because of the way that BNP does the anime, there's a lot of parts that we as manga readers either, didn't like as much, and the anime, people loved it, or vice versa. In the manga, we preferred like this thing right here, and the anime, it's not a completely different experience, but especially whenever you're experiencing it for the first time. Like, just a quick example, the whole Utsuro reveal. Like of course, that was a very controversial thing when it first came out, man. But whenever episode 314 dropped, I feel like everyone loved it. It was like a 100% positivity towards that episode. Whereas whenever chapter 544 dropped, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. Is my camera too bright? Let me see something. There we go. Well, it's not a bit too bright right there, man. Maybe it's because I have the brightness all the way high for my laptop. Right, but anyways, they had the faces of two ordinary no-good brats. They didn't seem like heroes or anything like that. Just a couple of no-good brats going to play some tricks on some new folks. It was my first time seeing Shinsuke-sama making a face like that. When I saw that, I kind of felt like it would be wrong to interfere. Of course, man. Maybe I just wanted to watch him like that a little bit longer. Go support your boy, man. Was that a hand? We see a zoom up to the harbor right here. And right around the port, we see a random robotic hand coming up from the water. Alright? Man, you know how they say a kid will grow up whether his parents are around or not? To be honest, I didn't expect this place to have gotten this fixed up while I wasn't around. How long has it been since you've shown your face to this town? The shitty brat that abandoned his parents and ran away from his home, right? Yeah, Fred said I'd pop back in after so long and come back home with a crazy hoodlum. A crazy hoodlum. I'm sure those bears would cry. I don't think I've even got the right to call out I'm home. But looks like we'll be imposing for a bit. Yo, man, just seeing Gin and Sugi like this is so dope to me, man. It's like they're on their own little adventure together. You know what I'm saying? Like just as a long-time fan of this series, this is something I've always wanted to see. Could show you, oh man. Soon after taking a strange appearance, the master is still a master, is it? I suppose you did not obtain the heart. I wonder when your master will be revived. When in the war you accepted Utsuro's blood. Yet you were unable to protect your master and suffered utter defeat. It seems that blood had already run dry, Itsugi, before all 4 of your limbs rot and fall off. What do you say we take back Utsuro, your master? It is certainly true that the Tendoshi were once destroyed by Utsuro, but we were also revived by Utsuro's blood. Now that power is our hope. It is not time to be bound by trivialities of the past. In order to grant the universe's most deeply held wish, immortality, we need to complete Utsuro's body. If we fully establish those techniques, you will be able to save many people as well. Of course, that includes Utsuro himself. And therefore you must make haste. And therefore defeat will not be forgiven. What a useless lot. They're a bunch of death-dodging idiots after all. Have I made myself clear? You are entrusted with obtaining Utsuro's heart. That is nothing but insurance. If you are not able to obtain Utsuro's heart, then we will just need to create it. Man, what a line. Like, if you're not able to obtain it, then you gotta go create it, man. Since the arrived Utsuro's heart is made of crystal. If we can harvest a vast amount of Altanat from the earth, it may be possible to create one artificially. We needed to find a way to attach that crystal Utsuro's heart to a body. But as we are now, we have the techniques from having used our own bodies as experimental material, and most of all, we have Utsuro's body. Until it becomes nothing but scraps of meat, we'll chop it apart and lay bare all of its secrets. With those techniques and the vast store of Altanat we plundered, we will be free to create immortality. Utsuro, everything you took from us Tendoshu, we will take back with our own hands. So, Edo is the enemy. All over. Tenjinism has already started to spread its roots into Edo as well. Neighbors that greeted each other cordially only yesterday now suddenly bare their fangs at each other and become violent. Just before I get into this line right here, I just want to talk about this entire Tendoshu situation. It's very, very interesting to me how they're handling this entire situation. Mommy. That is why other planets could not stop the terrorism either. It wouldn't be entirely surprising if one of these ordinary citizens tried to take the heart you're carrying and stabbed you in the back at any moment. I feel like there's a higher chance the guy standing next to me is gonna betray and stab me. Of course, yeah. So basically, we don't know a thing besides that they're gonna go after Edo next, huh? They're expanding believers' love of the universe and committing acts of terrorism across different planets. It's not known where the control center of it all is. As the head temple of Tenjinism doesn't exist on any planet. Moving Temple Kuyo, that giant ship that wanders the sky, is their temple. They look down on the earth from distant heavens which no one can reach to pretend to be gods. It cannot be sensed with the naked eye nor with radar, but Kuyo is unmistakably in the skies of Earth. We see this gorgeous panel of Sugi looking up into the sky, man. We're going to put a stop to their terrorism and drag those wannabe gods down to Earth. Utsuro's body sensei is there. How do we stop them? Who do you think I am? I'm the joy You look at this panel, my dude, man. Sugi Shitsaku, dog. I'm the joy patriot that rampaged across this country more than anyone ever has. It's perfectly clear to me what some small fry terrorists are thinking right now. That's a shoot, bro. That is a flipping shoot. Sounds reassuring. I've got the kind of huge idiot with me that makes regular idiots quake in their boots. There's something I need to do before they get moving. So make sure to settle any of your own business in the meantime. We're back for the first time in 2 years. Isn't there anyone whose face you'd like to see? Are you a moron? How am I supposed to space any of them? Tell them I came back so I could save the monster we all nearly died trying to defeat? You have to be as thick as jump SQ if you think that'll go over well. So you think if you met them, your resolve would be shaken? Well, do whatever you want. Look again, yo. He had to hesitate there for a sec, man, because he knows, bro. When he sees the Onozuya, man, that is gonna become his priority, man. That's his children. That's his son and his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, coach. The man that once tried to destroy Edo and the man that tried to protect Edo from that man, they both arrived in Edo together. There's no room for doubt. The Yodozuya boss has fallen into the darkness. This man's Zaki, bro. Yamazaki's insane, man. According to my data, when this kind of plot development happens near the final chapter, the protagonist that protected humanity up until that point starts despairing about humanity's foolishness, and everything is brought to naught. The Devilman pattern. Yo, Devilman, man. Great series. Great series. Even though I unfortunately haven't had the opportunity to read the manga, but I did enjoy Crybaby, the Netflix original that came out earlier this year. We must ready Satan's army for war soon, or the angel army will come as well. This week we're heading for a hopeless ending. Zaki, I'm not. Is that my boy? Ichigoda. I'm not listening to your crazy delusions. You better knock it off, where I'm gonna fall into despair over my subordinate's foolishness, and all your pay will be brought to naught. Foolish subordinate? And who was it thanks to that we were able to tail them all the way here? Yeah, you said you were capable of flight. So I got on your back and we started following the ship. Then you suddenly ran out of gas, so we fell into the sea, at which point you grabbed onto the ship. The reason I saw my life flashing before my eyes no fewer than 5 times is all thanks to you. This is a really funny man. I don't even know, like just imagining Zaki attempting to, fly over the ocean. Oh, so his was the robotic ad. My man's trying to fly over the ocean, and Ichikatsu's like, go! Like he's riding like a horse, man. He's like, you go! And Saki, of course, like regular Saki does, he fails mid-operation, mid-mission. He dives, he hits the floor. Ichikatsu's drowning. I was an issue with not being able to refuel due to my Anpan going all mushy underwater. What does a Robocop have Anpan for fuel? What's more, it wasn't fine-grained bean paste. It was coarse-grained bean paste. You think I get any power from those things, Tony? Who the hell's Tony? Your magical specs are a total mismatch with your mental specs. I know you're tired from the long journey, but don't take your eyes off them. Let's let them roam free for now and pay close attention to their movements. If you're careless, then the demon army and Satan's army are going to... There's no Armageddon happening right now. And you believe in the boss Ichikata-san? Not exactly. First, we just need to know exactly what his goal is. And then, what if the boss tries to do something bad? We cut him down. We cut him down. What a line. By Ichikata, man. Look how serious he looks. We cut him down. That's the duty of the Shinsengumi he saved, isn't it? Man, it flashes back to the farewell Shinsengumi greatness. Ichikata-san, the Shinsengumi doesn't exist anymore. As they don't take your eyes off them. They're on the move. They're going in separate directions. Let's split up and follow them. Understood, then I'll take Takatsugi and I'll follow the boss. Ichikata-san, please go buy me some Anpan. Sure, some coarse-grained ones. Yeah, right! And he steps on him. Why the hell do you split in 2? And why am I the gopher? I'm sorry, I'll work hard for your part too, so please work hard to get the Anpan. You go work hard, you Anpan addict. If you trust somebody looking like that, unless we get noticed, you'll end up becoming an urban legend. Could you blend in with the crowd a bit more? Oh, sorry, I forgot I have a tailing mode. When moving in this mode, the surface of my body takes information from surroundings to construct a camouflage. Allow me to blend in with my surroundings automatically. This will be perfect. Okay, I'll go buy the Anpan. Ichikata, you go buy the Anpan over there. This man is insane, bro. God, the one sprinkled with those sesame seed looking things, right? What's Buddy what did you got to suck on the dude? And he steps on his head again. He just wanted to split up to go buy Anpan, you moron. It's just when you think of Ichikata-san, you think of the person on Anpan duty. We may need to disguise that too. Did my ancestors do something to Anpan? Did they only eat the bean jam and throw the bread away or something? Enough already, it's fine, just go like that. Just try to act natural as Ichikata-san, go after the Odozuya and don't do anything dumb. Just act like a natural Ichikata-san, understood? And he just takes off his clothes. He's like, yeah, he's streaking down the street, man. Straight up streaking. And that's where Ichikata-san, right? I got your freaking Anpan. I got the Anpan, so please stop. Please stop your natural Ichikata-san. Put some clothes on. Let's borrow some clothes. And, aw, dang. Where'd they go? Is Ichikazu wearing a straw hat? Hey, Granny, this bathing suit mannequin, these are boxers. And that is insane. That was the recent fashion trend. Even this year, it's all about letting loose, you see? For real? Say, when did I decorate these mannequins? Oh, well. Look at him, look, he's staring. Sweat. No, forget it. If I did meet somebody, I doubt stuff like sunglasses would hide anything. And he runs back. Granny, I'm gonna buy this underwear, so would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, a bathing suit sale. Is that Otai? Otai. Maybe I'll buy these for Shin. My man's puts the underwear in his head. He's like, yeah. So first we have flipping Zaki's dressing up like he's from Free. Have you ever watched the anime Free? They're dressing up like he's somebody from Free, man. Then we have Hijikata putting on the shades. He's Straw Hat Mayota 13. All right, we got Straw Hat Mayota 13, and then we have underwear on his head, Captain Underpants, Gintoki himself, man, going all the way back to oh man, I forgot the name of that old man. Flipping flag darts out. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. The one who used to put the underwear on his head back in the arc with Kondo. I believe it was like episode 295 or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact episode, but it reminds me of that right there. And now he's trying to disguise himself so that he will get away from Otai. Of course, yo. Of course. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, man. I'm back in my room. Lighting looks a bit better in here, so let's continue the greatness with, I believe, this week's chapter. With 684, which I saw out shopping. Oh, what a nice bathing suit. Maybe I'll buy one for Shin-chan. You've got quite the eye for quality, little lady. And with the sale we have going on for the summer, it's mighty affordable. I thought I said adorable. Mighty affordable. Just keep in mind, these are all the latest fashions that are one step ahead of all the current trends. Really, I started to see a lot of new designs, like these kind of look like underpants, and this seems to have something jutting out of it. This is hentai-common. Shout out to Kamen Rider, man. Hentai-common is a gag manga that ran in Jump from the early 90s, starring though this actually existed? I thought they were just making fun of Kamen Rider. Starring a character with underwear on his face like Gin has. It was adapted in 2 live-action movies directed by the same director as the Gintama live-action movie. Of course, yo, of course. The trick to dieting is to not always strain yourself. Sometimes give yourself a treat. Yo, man, I am still stressing that Hijikata was a flippin' straw hat. It's not so much bathing suit, more the style that's been sold here, wouldn't you say? I'll bet nobody would leave you alone if you showed up on the beach with a style like this. Yes, I think the police wouldn't leave you alone. The police can't move an inch. Why'd you become a mannequin? Yo, it took me, I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. It was like, yeah, I think the police wouldn't leave you alone. Well, of course, they can't move an inch because they're right next to him, Zaki and Hijikata. Why'd you become a mannequin too? Hijikata-san. Mabukatsu Yamazaki camouflaging as Hijikata. That's Shinpachi Kun's little sister. It looks like the Yodozuya boss doesn't want Big Sis to notice him. I don't know, but I'd assume it's because there's something he wants to do without her knowing he came back to Edo. No, I mean, why is he making himself stand out so much? No, that's what I don't even know. How did we get all cozied up as mannequins with somebody we were tailing and ended up being put on display by the shop manager? We've got to tail Takatsuki too. But right now we can't move an inch. If we're not careful, he'll get away. Look at Takatsuki. He looks up. These guys are insane. Now they even have someone like Takatsuki doing the flipping mannequin too, man. They even have someone like Takatsuki doing the mannequin as well. You're doing it too! I'm gonna be kidding. What is this guy doing? Has he been doing stuff like that this whole time? Was a smug look on his face to keep throwing us off, tail him? What the hell have we been dealing with this whole time? It looks like hanging around with the Yodozuya boss for so long made his stupidity rub off on him. Yeah, that might be a shoot. Takatsuki's always been a goof. Hey, he's keeping his head tilted towards the ground. He's sure got a bright red face right now. Michigata-san, to put it briefly, I don't think we're in a position to criticize. So maybe we should stop. These look easy to swim in. They might do. Wait, mind if I take these off the mannequin? No problem. Just take them right off. Oh my. That thing jutting out there. Yes, they sure are intricate with their mannequin designs these days, aren't they? How about I take them off for you? Then I'm quite used to looking at my husband's. It looks like it's stuck on something. I can't quite get it off. At least it's not like my husband. Whenever he sees my face, he gets. Dang, bro, that's a bit of a selling out. He gets small. What? I'm trying to process that in my head. Like, man, Otai's extremely attractive, man. I don't know, man. There's something going on with that gorilla. All right, there's something going on. We know it's not Kondo, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on with the other one that we saw from chapter 670. That just it strikes odd to me, you know. Would you mind calming that down a bit? Maybe just breaking it off would be faster. And she hits with the sweet chin music. She hits the crown. She hits the family jewels with the sweet chin music. Please endure it, Yamazaki. That didn't work at all. It seems could you hand me the hammer, bro? Somebody save Yamazaki for God's sake. But I'm still not sure if I want to buy them yet. No need to hold back now. We got plenty of both mannequins and testicles after all. It's not about holding back. Otai legit rips off Saki's head. She's like, strips it right off, yo. What I wanted to see was this cap. Oh, the cap, was it? Alright. Mob cop! It's very scary. Very, very scary. Now that I get a closer look, it's not quite what I've had in mind. Do you happen to have this in black? Oh, sorry, not in black. Oh, that's a pity. I'll put it back on the neck then. Oh, I think that's the wrong shaft you're sticking that in. Oh, she sticks it right on the actual shaft, man. Is this how it was before? It seems a little off somehow. Was this not where it was? No, this went on here, didn't it? Well, this wasn't here originally. Yes, I do believe this was how it was. Yamazaki, where'd you go? Is that the KFC dude? He's got the chin badger going on everything, the suit? That can't be the KFC dude, bro. You certainly recognize seeing this face. Yeah, it has to be because his eyes are censored. You certainly recognize seeing this before. Although they make you end up like this. No, that's the person that makes things nice and crispy. It is the KFC dude. Ah, nice and crisp looking. Something fell. I don't even know. This woman is dangerous. Even after 2 years, she still causes disasters wherever she goes. Yeah, I'm interested in these sunglasses too. Would it be okay if I took these off? I'm done. I'm all done and crispy. Oh, the wind is blowing the merchandise away! Ah! And they ran. Oh, it's that bastard thing he's doing all on his own. You bet I'm all... And he gets stopped. Did she grab him by the nose? And she just tosses him! She just launches Ichi Kato like she's Tom Brady in the cut! And he lands on him. Oh, thank goodness. You almost lost your personal merchandise. Yes, no, it's not exactly in the best shape of now. Yes. Yo, back in the Shinsengumi. So then she said, how since it was just a couple of mannequins she never remembered getting anyhow, that as thanks for my help, I could take them along with all the merchandise on them if I wanted. But to be honest, I had no... Oh, no. Yeah, this is Otai's dojo. But to be honest, I had no idea what use I would have for something like that. So after I thought about it a bit, yes, okay, hold it there. Man, yo, seeing Otai like this is so dope to me, man. You know, having her in charge of her own dojo, you know, the dream all the way from chapter 1. Put a little more spirit into your swings. Yes, ma'am. Okay, on to your next routine. So what ended up happening after that? As you can see, are they taking turns smacking Gin? They're taking turns smacking Gin and Hijikata, man. I decided to use them as striking practice dummies. The mannequins they make these days are amazing, aren't they? Hitting them feels like hitting a real person. How they done up like this? Forget mannequins. We ended up as freaking sandbags. And so how long are we gonna have to keep this charade up? Enough already. If you don't move, I can't move either. She's gotta have caught up onto us a while ago by now, right? She's gotta be doing this to aggravate us, don't she? Anyhow, doesn't this place to be broken down old swordsmanship dojo? Who are these people? And what is Tazap? Tazap? The joke on the marketing for the Japanese weight loss program originally. Flipping Sriracha, man. Okay, everyone, that's all for today's training. Was just a bunch of fatties turning around. Sriracha's insane, man. Somebody has to stop this dude, bro. Somebody has to flip and stop him. You all did amazing, everyone. I'm so impressed how despite not having any results to show yet, you can still spin around with those rampant looks on your faces. In order to get an ideal body, the first thing you need is the spirit, not to lose to yourself. As long as you have the strong heart, then you'll be okay. I'm certain that the swordsmanship dojo Tazap will get you all to lose weight. Swordsmanship exercise? Let's push ourselves again tomorrow. Okay, you may each take your Haagen-Dazs reward on your way out. Well then, what's the point? What's the point of... Well, I guess that's the joke here. I guess that's a joke here. Look how they're gonna lose weight like that. Someone's trying to keep them here until they die. Of course, man. She's trying to make money at the end of the day. Sorry to keep you waiting. Tai-chan. Oh, Kyubey. I'm heartily astonished as to how strong-willed you are. Who but you would have thought to in this era? Where the sword is dying, both the business targeting women combined with dieting. For women at least, the one to protect the sword in this era may be someone like you. Look at Kyubey, man. Rocking the short haircut. It's really nice design. Really, really nice design. But I'm not gonna let you outdo me. Kyubey! You can already tell, like, Gintoki and Ichi are both shook right now. Oh man, but it's nice to see Kyubey, man. Though, are you sure? I thought Shinpachi-kun was the one who was going to inherit this dojo. Shinpachi-kun is still running the Yotozuya, right? Yo, can you imagine Gin hearing that? It had been 2 years since all that happened. So is what Shinpachi intends to succeed, not this dojo, but him? I wouldn't mind if that's the case. If that's what Shinchan really wants to do. But most likely that boy is... No, never mind. Right now, this is fine. Thank you for today. I'm really into what I'm doing right now as well. I see, then maybe we can set up a joint practice with my dojo next time. That sounds interesting, but watch out, my pupils are quite tough. I'm looking forward to it. How is everyone doing over there? Same as always. Quite a lot happened to us over these past 2 years as well. But in the end, even the outside world changes. We have no talent for anything but swinging swords. No, actually, if a time comes when... Oh, man. If a time comes when we do fall to ruin along with our sword, will be the dignity of the family that lived alongside that sword. R.I.P., man. R.I.P., son. I think I'm going to have a formal marriage interview. What do you mean, Kyubey? In order to protect this sword, to protect the Yagu style, the fastest way would be to have children and pass on the techniques. Kyubey, there's no need to worry about me. I won't bring girls home anymore. In that war, I learned to have pride in being born of the Yagu clan and in being born a woman. If there's someone that will live with me alongside this sword, then I will gladly die with that person. I see. And that's all he needed to hear before he died, man. R.I.P., man. He wanted to see that person again. He really enjoyed swinging his sword around such a big stage one last time. But the time he enjoyed himself the most was when he fought him. When he fought the goat Gintoki, bro. So I'm glad he didn't come back. If we weren't careful, he might have ended up putting a marriage interview with him. Something like that had happened. The Yagu clan would have fallen to ruin overnight. I suppose so, but still, that man may have wanted to see it too. You in a wedding dress, Q-chan. As well as how Edo looks now. Man, they're talking about him, and Gin's just listening to all this happen. Yes, maybe. Let's get going then. We have an appointment to make the order for your marriage meeting kimono today. Oh, that's right, but before that, we should clean up these mannequins. It's fine, just leave them there. No, you mustn't do that, Tai-chan. With that attitude, you'll never be a proper wife. They're the same, man. Go straight up and just pulls them and just, yeah, tosses them, man. What's wrong, Q-chan? Oh, nothing. I just got a strange feeling just then. Oh, I suppose the trash is cleared away now. That's true. What do you say we get going? She hasn't overcome her hatred of men at all, damn it. So what was the cause? Food poisoning. How was to stop scavenging for food and missing trash? What he went missing 1 year ago. Most likely he's still collecting trash, so he's still alive? And Hijikata and Gin landed there? Oh my gosh, man. These guys are trolls. Sriracha's insane, man. He's legitimately insane, man. A fun little catch up that was right there, man. Seeing Kyubey again was really cool, and just having Otai's interactions with Kyubey, they're really fun. I mean, look, freaking Takatsuki's over there trying to hide. He's putting himself as a mannequin. Like Takatsuki of all people, right, man? Just seeing the goofy side of him even more. And Yamazaki, man, and just getting the interactions with and seeing Otai there, and it's so cool. It's so awesome having those characters interact again. And then we look back and we go back to the way that everyone feels about Gin, and Gin returning back to this country together with Takatsuki is so cool to me, man. Just having these two on an adventure together. But now they're separated. Now it's Gin and Hijikata, so it really brings it back to the good old days, man. With Gin and Hijikata set on this entire spree of them getting completely wrecked. It's awesome. So I look forward to seeing what's going to happen next chapter. I'm not going to be on hiatus anymore, so I should be here for the next chapter. That should be a lot of fun. But man, I'm looking forward to seeing where the story heads on from here on out. Apparently, they're waiting for a terrorist attack to happen on Edo, but I strongly do believe that before that, or maybe during that, whenever it happens, is going to be whenever Gintoki reunites with the Yorozuya, which is a moment that I really can't wait for, man. I think it's going to be one of the best moments in the entire series, and that's going to be great. Looking forward to seeing when the Shinsengumi gets back together too, man. We need to see the Shinsengumi squad get back together. Ah, man, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. But thank you all so much for watching, man. Gintama, awesome sauce. Fun couple of chapters. It's really, really funny stuff. Sriracha on his comedy game. It's really awesome to have chapters like these after those couple of chapters of just straight down like tragic chapters that just kept hitting the heart, man. It was awesome to have some comedic relief in the way that only Gintama can do it, man. It was a lot of fun. But thank you all so much for watching. Have an awesome sauce of a day. Gintama, awesome sauce. I'll see you all next time.